Incoming transmission standby. Welcome to the Nod News Network. Finland said it would fully comply with Brussels' directives on sanctions against Moscow. Finland has given owners of Russian-registered cars 6 months to deport them from the country after banning most of these vehicles from entering the country. Earlier this month, the EU recommended that member states seize various personal assets of Russian citizens entering the bloc, as part of sanctions stemming from the Ukraine conflict. In a statement on Friday, the Finnish Ministry of Foreign Affairs said that from September 16, only EU citizens permanently residing in Russia, family members, diplomats, or those working for humanitarian reasons are allowed to bring Russian-registered cars to Finland. The ministry then warned that vehicles that have arrived in Finland and carry Russian registration plates must be removed from the country before March 16, 2024. In explaining the decision, Finnish officials also emphasized that Helsinki fully implements the sanctions imposed as a result of Russia's invasion of Ukraine and seeks to prevent any evasion sanctions. The ban stemmed from a compilation of frequently asked questions released by the European Commission last week, implying that Russian nationals were not allowed to bring a wide range of items, including all types of phones, soap, and even toilet paper, into the bloc. The document also prohibited Russians from bringing in cars regardless of whether the use of the vehicles is private or commercial. Later, however, the EU dialed down the restrictions, saying the ban on phones and hygiene products only applied in cases where trade sanctions were being circumvented, and recommending customs authorities to act in a proportionate and reasonable manner. However, it reiterated that road vehicles require particular attention when it comes to potential sanctions violations. In addition to Finland, Poland, Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania have also banned Russian-registered private cars, although the latter agreed to make an exception for automobiles traveling through its territory to the Russian exclave of Kaliningrad. The EU restrictions have been condemned by Moscow, with Russian Foreign Ministry spokeswoman Maria Zakharova denouncing them as simply racism, while former Russian President Dmitry Medvedev suggested suspending diplomatic relations with the bloc. The West first introduced sanctions against Russia in 2014 after the Crimean Peninsula overwhelmingly voted to join its neighbor following a Western-backed coup in Kiev. Restrictions were tightened after the start of hostilities between Moscow and Kiev in February 2022. Russia has repeatedly condemned the sanctions, calling them illegal. This has been the Nod News Network, transmission complete.